Alright then, let's go make the next tier of metal, black steel. And for that we need this black bronze. So let's see the recipe. To make a black steel, first need to make weak steel. And for that we need some black bronze, some nickel and some steel. So we need to 50% is the minimum, so we're gonna use the minimum of steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I also need some nickel and black bronze. Well, gonna use 3 nickels and 2 black bronzes to make up, but I need to make more than just this. I have at least double of it, so let's pick 10. Alright. Now it's just a question of melting it down in the crucible. But since nickel and steel are very high temperature, we need to make the crucible grows hotter. Alright, the crucible is the max temperature on the forge alone, so let's try to heat it up. Because when I toss the steel here, you see it don't melt down. It needs to go a temperature a little higher, like this. And there it goes, the last steel. Now let's throw the nickel, since it's also a higher temperature metal. Just in one device. Every time you click the bellow into the blast furnace, it takes vulnerability of the tuya. So remember to not keeping bellowing it without needing. Now all left is the black bronze, but black bronze has a lower temperature melt down on the other ones. And here we have 20 weak steel. So let's slowly remove them when they are in his heat enough to actually melt down. And take this time to put the pig iron to heat up, that I forgot. Yes, a lot of pig iron to heat up. And should be careful to not place it into the same forge that has the bellow, or it's gonna melt down too. Because strangely we need to take a weak steel and 1 pig iron, toss them into the anvil and weld them together, so we get 1 black bronze. I don't know about you, but I found very strange that when I weld together 2 ingots, I only get 1 back. That's pretty strange to me. Do not make a lot of sense, at least for me, but I'm not the most intelligent guy in the world, is I? So that's true. More 12. And here we go, last one. So this is the last black steel ingot for now. So let us do the same as ever, shall we? Yes, I talk about getting 2 of those. Toss into the anvil, combine them to make a double ingot. Last one. So, just as ever, when you first get a new metal, the first thing to do is to expand this and make the anvil. On this case, a black steel anvil. So we don't know this, do not need this steel anvil anymore. So to the crossbow with it. Let us melt it down and get back our steel. Now that we have this, let's see to the next step of it is to make either weak head steel or weak blue steel. Let's go to the head since it is more easy to make. We already have the black steel, so we have some 50% black steel. This is a lot. Some steel. Now we need to make brass and rose gold. Luckily, brass is just sphalerite with a lot of copper, and rose gold is gold, a lot of gold with some copper. So let's make a bunch. So here we go. 9 pieces of copper and 1 of zinc to make brass. 3 pieces of copper and 7 of gold to make rose gold. And here we have 10 brass, and here we have 10 rose gold. Yeah, I know it was a kind of overkill to make 10 pieces of it at once, but I'm not in the mood to make little mats one by one, so I'll just keep on doing this. Well, I probably won't need to make any more rose gold or brass anyway. Just as I will just a small fraction of it on the head steel, just 1 ingot. Now let's grab our black steel. As you remember, the minimum is 5 pieces of it. It comes up to 10 or 15 of the rose gold and brass, and 20 or 25 of steel. So I'm gonna make twice this. So we're gonna make for this percent using 3, 3, 4, 10. That's gonna give me a knock of weak head steel, and then later I'll need more black steel. You serious? This might be a problem actually. So this means I needed to make more. So for now we'll just make then. I will not make anything right now. I'm gonna hold my horse then. I'm gonna take one of the black steel and gonna make a pickaxe so I can mine my more iron. Cause this one is about to break anyway. So now you go back to your places. And for some reason I cannot place weak steel down. Here we go, black steel pickaxe. So let's mount this. Now let's just mine 100 blocks just for you. That was quick. Now activate advanced tooltips, and this has 6000 uses. 50% more than the steel one. So this one should last forever. Not so forever. Back to the mines then. Oh well, more iron. But it seems I completely repeated this query. This area don't seem to have any more iron. Except on this one on the ceiling. High above me. So let's go back to home and melt all this iron. Oh well, here we have our 5/8 blast furnace. Now we can hold up to 20. Awesome. Since I'm gonna need a lot of black bronze and other stuff like steel and pig iron, so I make it all the way to the maximum max. Hi. And as you can see, you don't need to actually only use iron to the plates. You can use anything iron and above, like steel, black steel, red steel, blue steel. So you can make a colorful blast furnace if you really want. So now let's make more pig iron so we can keep doing our job. The problem is kinda difficult to fit this blast furnace. Alright, finally got enough black steel and brass and stuff, so let us make this finally. As you can remember, because for you it was just seconds ago, but to me it was 2 days later. Half black steel, 3 parts of coarse golden and 2 parts of steel. So let's trust the brass one since it's the simplest one to make. Now goes the rose gold. Now we toss the steel, but only half of it for now. And yeah, I need to make a lot of it because of the same reasons as any new tier of steel. And here we go, last black bronze into the... Now we have 20 ingots of weak head steel. So let's start to extract it. I have already preparing the black steel to fuse together. go. We have one ready to go. So let's grab one here. Take this one here. Toss into the anvil. Weld them together. Got a high carbon head steel. And here we go. $1 million metal. Now as you can guess, I just need more 14 of those. And here we go, last truss. Well, together now we have 7 double head steel ingots, so we can just make it like this and get the head steel anvil, the last anvil of the game for us. I don't need you anymore. Ah, so guilty. The final anvil. Now with this black bronze anvil, black steel anvil, we can melt it down so we get back some of our precious black steel. Ah, so divine. Now we can finally pick a head steel plate, toss the anvil, and shows those elusive metal pockets. Now I was left to discover how to make this. Bucket. Draw, light hit, bend, bend, bend. Now we cut it. We finally have a metal bucket. After so much time, such long time, we finally had it. Alright then, let's make another alloy. Because we only made head, now let's make the blue one. But since I don't need much, only enough to make the bucket, I'll make it very little. So the first thing we are missing is the sterling silver, which is 6 parts silver or 8 parts and 4 and copper. So we have some silver here, we have some copper here, so let us place it down very slowly. Okay, you have the silver. Now let's put the copper. A little more. Perfect. Now let's take this out. We got some black steel in the crucible, so let's grab our sterling silver and add more 10 to 50%. So let's add it. Let's add it. Done. Why is always missing one? And that one is the same thing of bismuth bronze. So let's add it. Always missing one for some weird reason. Now all that's left is the steel. Let's go, let's add the steel to it. Something is not right here. So let's see if we can complete this thing. So what is wrong? Black steel, bismuth bronze, sterling silver and steel. It's out here. Not this one. Ten, 20. Oh, that is a little more black still. Now we get it, but I want to get more of this. Such a pain. Whew. It was more complex than I wanted it to be. But now we have 3 ingots of wicked blue steel. Okay, here we go. Black steel, wicked blue steel, anvil. Well done together. Have find the high carbon. Zoolander. Why it's called that, I will never know. And here we have our blue steel bucket and the head steel one. Well, as you may have seen by the tooltip, the blue one is used to carry lava and only lava. I cannot pick this liquid here. While the head one we can use to transport water sources around finally. So if I want now, I could place sluices all over the trunks, whatever I want. But for now, what I can do is give to my plant some water. As you can see, I have no water here. You can plant your crops on place with no water. It just not grow that fast. But now it has water. It took so long time. So this probably be the it for the metals one. As you can see, we have all the achievements from here. There is only 2 left. There is find onions, but I need to explore the world. But as you can see, I don't do that much because it increases a lot the lag of the game. And aside of that, we have this one here. This one is not possible for me to get. When I tweaked the old gems, since in kimberlite diamonds don't have any use, I made them extremely rare. So even if I try to find it, I will not find it. And those ones and this one here, it's not important. So I guess we can say that we have reached the end of the metallurgy. The only thing left is to work more tools or try to make a head steel hammer to me. So aside that, the only thing now is left is to actually make this place look like I want it to look. I have stopped making so I can get the metals done and remember all that what I had, it's about to run out. I only have this little extra. No more flux too. So let's go up there and toss the last iron I have into the blast furnace. And here we have go. I really don't know what to tell you anymore. I think I should end here this episode. This will be shorter than the other ones. The next two ones will be just me showing how this place has turned up, and then a last one with my comments on the playing Terraformcraft. And of course I'm gonna make a blacksmith spoiler also. I have all the material done, just question of editing and posting it. I did not post it before this one is aired because it would spoil my let's play also. So let's see the statistics of this.